Everyone. Don't mind my husband. Go to my YouTube channel. So today we are back with our pregnancy symptoms / update, week 7 through week 9. I'm so enjoying talking about these things now. When it was happening, it was as if I was going to die. But now that it has passed, I'm enjoying it, explaining to you guys. Week 7 through week 9. Oh my goodness, this hit me like a thunder. It came on me without giving me any notice. I thought I had a serious malaria that was going to kill me in this period, these 3 weeks. I've never experienced that kind of thing in my life. I'm not even talking about pregnancy, in my entire life, let alone pregnancy. But let's get into the video and you understand. From week 7, day 1, I couldn't eat. I woke up and I couldn't eat. I couldn't leave my bed. I was purging. If I drink anything, eat anything I put in my mouth, I will run straight to the toilet and I will purge it out. I was so dehydrated and weak because I was purging, I was not eating, I was not drinking water. So all these things were happening to me on week 7, the first day. Like I woke up and I started having these symptoms. 7 weeks and 2 days, I vomited for the first time in the pregnancy. I ate rice in the evening, which was my main meal for that day. I was so hungry to the extent that I said they should give me rice with pepper soup sauce without meat, that I felt like if it's something like that, I'll be able to put it in my mouth, and I managed to eat. And I threw up immediately after I finished eating. That was the last day I took my dofastone, because after I finished eating, that was the last day I took my dofastone, because like I told you in my previous video, that it was intensifying my symptoms. So I said I was not going to take this again. Even baby is not breastfeeding again, so why take it? 7 weeks, 3 days and 4 days pregnant, my breast pain had reduced, but I had very bad headaches and fever. It was beginning to be more intensified. It was beginning to grow worse. I couldn't eat anything. I think I could eat once a day, at most twice, and very little portions. I would drink very little water after 1 hour. In short, 1 hour after eating. I will not even try to drink anything immediately after I finish eating. Like, you don't even try it. It's a no-go area. It's not a joke. So I was not drinking water. After 1 hour, I'll sip it so that I can be alive. Let my throat be soft. That's all. And then my cramps had reduced. My leg cramps too reduced. But then I had vaginal discharge that was like a mucus. That used to happen to me in my previous pregnancies too, so it wasn't a new thing. It was drawing like the fertile mucus. And then I have itchy belly. My stomach had started itching, which means it wanted to start growing out. I started having bubbles in my stomach, so I was feeling like, oh, your girl is pregnant. And then 7 weeks, day 5 and 6, I was a bit gassy. I had a little of gas, not so much. I was fatting, that's what I mean. Then I had serious headaches and then bad smell. Anything, my perfume, my cream. So that was the beginning of my no rubbing cream, no doing anything that is going to smell. I had to change my soap from my soap to my husband's own, because my husband's own doesn't smell so bad. As a matter of fact, I think I was using my children's soap, but then I converted to my husband's own up till now. Day 6, my fever had reduced, but the headaches were still there. I had pain in my vagina. It wasn't so bad, but it was not comfortable either. I threw up a lot on that day. 7 weeks and 6 days. At 8 weeks pregnant, Lord, I thought I was going to die throughout this week. In short, this was the worst week of my pregnancy, at least so far. Up till now, I've not had that kind of week. Up till now, I used to tell my husband about this week 8. It was so bad. I have never experienced anything like that in my life. Anything I eat or perceive, I was going to throw up. In short, I will become sick immediately if they start cooking, or I hear anybody cooking around my neighborhood. I become sick. I'm throwing up, coming back to lie down and cover my face. Then the good thing about this week was the headache and fever disappeared. as soon as I woke up on the first day of 8 weeks pregnant. I was spitting all day. That was the day I started spitting. Spit would just come into my mouth and it would be so much I want to throw up. Before I leave my bathroom and come to the living room, they spit in my mouth again, and I was wondering, this has never happened to me in any of my pregnancies. Sorry about that. In any of my pregnancies. So what is happening to me? 8 weeks, 2 days to 4 days pregnant, I was vomiting almost every day. Anytime I eat any small thing, I was so tired, so weak. I would feel dizzy. It was so horrible. I would drink very little water. I would eat very little food because I needed to be alive. There was a human being growing in me, and I was so weak that sometimes I wake up, I don't even come out of the bed. See the sun, I was always cold. Like, people are sweating and I'll be in a very big cardigan, not even my own, my husband's own. It was that bad. Then 8 weeks, day 4 through day 6, the sickness was increasing every day. I started having a little pouch. Like, you see me, you know that this woman, is it that you are eating too much or what is happening to your stomach? Then I could feel more waves in my and bubbles in my stomach. I was so sick that I told my husband that if there was a third gender in the world, maybe that's the gender I would have had, because I have a boy and a girl and I didn't feel anything this bad. Or maybe it was more than one, because at this point where we saw that it was one, I went for a scan at 6 weeks and 6 days, but they saw a fertile pole. There was no heartbeat, but there was a baby there. They saw just one. 9 weeks pregnant started with me. I stopped drinking water entirely, guys. Everybody will be wondering, but you say week 8 was bad and you were drinking water. At 9 weeks, I woke up and my body said, you can't drink water now. You don't know. I was just taking you through stages, and this stage is no drinking of water. So anytime I drink water, I'm going to throw up right away. And throwing up was making me more weak. So I was trying to avoid that. So I started drinking cucumber and lemon juice, freshly made. It's not like I'm going to make or they will make in my house. No, that's not how it's going to happen. My husband will go and buy it from from another person. They will blend cucumber and lemon and I will take. That was my water. Anytime I eat, they will bring that. I will drink and I'm good to go. For 3 days straight, I didn't drink water and I was vomiting constantly because I needed to eat. At 9 weeks, day 4 to day 6, I was becoming dehydrated, so I started drinking warm lemon water. I would add small lemon into my water and then I would drink. And I was spitting at every second, so I started chewing ginger to reduce the spit and then to reduce the way I felt so bad in my mouth. And that was what was causing the spitting and the vomiting. It helped very little, but it was better than nothing. So some days I'll have cramps and then I'll have bitter taste, and then my stomach was adding little by little. Then my breath has started increasing as well. I noticed that my breasts were becoming full. I was not eating, but I was adding weight. I don't know, everybody was like, why are you adding weight? And I was telling my husband, I remember telling my husband, why will I be adding weight when I'm not eating? I'm feeling this sick, I can't do anything, and I'm adding weight. And I'm not liking this thing because everybody is asking me, why am I adding? I don't want to add weight like that. I thought I was going to lose a lot of weight, but instead I was increasing. So I was like, okay, maybe my case is different. So that was my amazing week 7 through week 9. It was very horrible, but I did not die. I passed that phase. So if you are here today and you feel that bad, don't give up. Don't say things like, I'm not going to have any child again. It will pass. At that moment that is happening to you, you feel that's the end of the world, but it will pass. So please, as usual, comment down below if you're pregnant or if you experienced this kind of thing before, or if you are going through it currently. Let us know that I am not alone and you are not alone. Let us encourage other people that are going through this kind of bad symptoms. Thank you all. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram at Fertilemoms, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.